All right, here we go. Ethnic cleansing. What is ethnic cleansing? What is ethnic cleansing? Ethnic cleansing is the mass expulsion or killing of members of an unwanted ethnic or religious group in a society. Pause. Pause. Stop. Already. What is ethnic cleansing? One more time. Repetition is the father of learning. Ethnic cleansing is a mass expulsion. Stop. Expulsion. Exile. Jews and Moors. Exile from Spain. Ethnic cleansing. Okay. Trail of Tears. American Indians, our ancestors, our grandparents, our great grandparents, our great great grandparents. Ethnic cleansing. Okay. Oscarville, Georgia. Black Wall Street. Mass incarceration. Police still blowing our brains out to this day. Abortion clinics. Ethnic cleansing, ethnic cleansing, ethnic cleansing, ethnic cleansing. Now, the reason why I said all of that is to get it put in your head right now. When we talking about ethnic cleansing, it goes all kind of ways, different ways, and they do it still to this day. It's ethnic cleansing. But the thing about today's day and age is that ethnic cleansing is starting to backfire on them because they're starting to cleanse them. They're starting to cleanse themselves out. Because when they started abortion clinics and abortion, it was mainly made for us. Of course, we all know that ethnic cleansing. It was made for us. But the backfire is their women started getting more abortions than we have, and it's already hard for them to reproduce and everything like that. And their birth rate numbers is in the negative. And once birth rate numbers hit the negative, you're on the brink of extinction. There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. You're on the brink of extinction. So now, with that being said, my brothers who like the snow bunnies, do they really like you for you, or do they need your genes to try and keep their bloodline going because they know what the fuck going on? See, everybody around the world know what's going on. The only people that's late to the party is black people because we always late to every damn thing. We the only ones that's late to the party. We catching up now, and it's a full train going right now. But we the only ones that's late to the parties. These people know what's going on. These people know about the birth rate. These people know about they on the break of extension. These people know all of this stuff. And now, how do they know how to communicate with each other to plan these plans, Los? Because by you saying all fair skinned people, that's a broad statement. How you know that they know all this stuff? Because when you go to their neighborhoods, they have what they call community meetings. You know, neighborhood watch meetings, country club meetings, and all this type of stuff. And since you're not inside the country club and you're not inside their neighborhoods, a part of the community watch or part of the neighborhood watch and all these type of stuff where they be having these meetings, you kind of don't know who's all attending. There be some skin folk in that thing too. You don't know who's all attending. You don't know what's being discussed. But I guarantee you that everything that I'm bringing to you, they're discussing because they already know this, and they teach their kids this. Hey, look, man. I know some of us want to believe that there's some good ones out there, man. But I'm gonna be all real. How shit hitting, I ain't really willing to take that risk to find out who's good or who's not. You feel me? I'm on some vibe with my spiritual tribe. If people pass the initiation to get inside my spiritual tribe, then cool. But other than that, I ain't got time to try to figure out who's good and who's bad, man. You'll be running around in circles all day. Hey, I'm just being real. I hate to sound like the way I sound, but I just kind of group them all inside the same category until they show me otherwise. And I'm sorry, none of them showed me otherwise. I don't care. Anybody there's some good ones. I ain't seen them. Just because a person do a nice act and a kind gesture, that don't mean shit. I've been betrayed by people who's been kind to me. That don't mean shit. I've been betrayed by people who told me they love me and shit like that. Don't mean shit. I don't care. If you're not on the front line with us, period. If you ain't dropping these hidden gems, risking getting censored and all type of other shit. Free Rashad, you feel me? Free Rashad Jamal, you did. I can't, man, look, bro, it's a question mark on you. You know, I treat them just like I treat the police, bro. People be telling me, man, it's good police. I ain't seen them. It be 10 cops pulling one person over. 2 cops is abusing their authority, while 8 cops standing back watching them. 1 cop pull out the strap and boom, while 9 cops watch him do it. And you got the nerve to tell me that there's some good ones out here? Nah. Even a scary cop is a bad one. I'm gonna be real. Just because you scared to stand up to that blue code that y'all have when y'all take y'all oath to get inside the academy, bruh, no. I can't trust that. Anybody that took an oath to an organization that was created to kill and oppress my people, I can't fuck with you, bro. I can't. And I'm gonna be real. You, to me, now this is me. Now to me, you can't be a woke police officer. I'm sorry. You can't. I've seen a couple of them on TikTok. You can't be a woke police officer. How you gonna be woke and you know about this justice system and all the unjust shit that be going on in the police department and all this type of shit, but at the same time you going in and clocking in and listening to these folks because you a slave. Ah, yeah, you still a slave just because you work with the slave catchers. That don't mean you ain't no slave. We all seen Life with Martin Lawrence. He crossed the gun line, boss. He was helping the slave catchers, but he was still a slave his damn self. You feel me? He just got privilege. So now, I can't. And when we talk about this ethnic cleansing, it's going to open your eyes and open your mind to, damn, Los, I feel what you saying. Yeah, bro. I ain't got time to try to weed out the good and the bad ones, bro. Honestly, I shouldn't even have to weed out the good from the bad. The good should just already stand the fuck out. Period. You know what I'm saying? Weed yourself out. You feel me? So now, one more time, before I check the comments. Ethnic cleansing. The mass expulsion, Jews and Moors, American Indians, Haiti, or killing of members of an unwanted ethnic, Black Panthers, or religious group, Muslim, Moors, and Israelites, in a society, Anglo-Saxon society. Just flip the page. Now for the people tapping in, this is what we talking about. You can find this on archives.org. You dig? Ethnic cleansing operations. Operations. The whole organization, most definitely. Late night. What's happening, Brown Sugar? Glad you could tap in. All bad, most definitely. What's good, though? Glad you could tap in. I'm risking my body to tell a lie that's been lost. Right, Angel? Man, we all are. All of us that's on this journey of enlightenment and trying to reach our people, man. They don't even know how much that we risking just doing this. You know what I'm saying? I stand with this message most definitely. Yeah, you can most definitely read it. Homeowners meeting. Yup. Peace, family, class in session. What's happening, lady? Ladybug, glad you could tap in. Now they trying to end abortion. Yeah, they trying to end abortion now, but it's too late because they realize that it's more of them that's getting it than the people that it was made for. So now they trying to end that shit. and they trying to use women's emotions to do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, these folks is crazy. Better late than never. How y'all doing, family? We doing good. Let's see. Deep breathing. Speak the truth, my brother. Much love. What's happening, Papa Smurf? What up, Power Jen? Glad you could tap in. Ladies, it's not our fight. Most definitely, brown sugar. Ladies, melanated ladies especially. Melanated ladies, this abortion shit is not our fight. It is not your fight. It is not our fight. This ain't got shit to do with us. A lot of stuff that's going on right now, melanated people, listen to your boy Los. Listen. The shit that's going on now that y'all seeing in this age of Aquarius and all that's being revealed, things that's about to take place in these upcoming years and now, it ain't got shit to do with us, in a sense. But these laws, these wars, it's not our fight. Our fight is right here. I'm gonna tell you, our fight is right here. Our fight is morals. Our fight is spiritual. Our fight is character. Our fight is values, because that's what we wrestle with within our community every day. The shit that we wrestle with every day, that's our fight. Anything outside of that ain't got nothing to do with us. Anything outside of that is their plans backfire. So let their plans backfire on them. Melanated people, stop getting into their shit, because this is the karma. Y'all try. A lot of sheep melanated people is trying to stop their karma. This is their karma. Don't interfere with that karma, because as a melanated person and how melanated people are all connected, we do not need that karma inside our community. Let that shit happen. Let it happen. It ain't got nothing to do with us. Stay away. You feel me? Let's focus on this real quick, because they trying to do this. They already doing this, matter of fact. Table of contents real quick. Inside this book, chapter 1, it tells you the purpose of ethnic cleansing. Oh, that motherfucker hit hard. Hold on. Okay. It talks about the purpose of ethnic cleansing. Chapter 2 talks about historic examples. Chapter 3, the scrub brushes of ethnic cleansing. Who will fight in chapter 4. How to in chapter 5. Chapter 6, Operation Blackout. You feel me? Chapter 7, when. I'm gonna tell y'all when. I'm gonna tell y'all when ethnic cleansing. I'm gonna tell y'all when. When they came out them damn caves is when. See, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these operations and programs aren't new. A lot of these operations and programs started when they came out the caves. They just threw a name on that shit now. But this is their mind. This is what they do. This is their plan. They didn't already put the plan in motion. This is why they can release the plan now, because we didn't already set it in motion to operate automatically. So we can go ahead and release it now. But the backfiring of this, that they didn't think all the way through, because they're not intelligent like that to think shit all the way through, because they never think shit all the way through. It always backfires on them. When we come across the information, we still got time to change shit. Because we're gods and goddesses. We're alchemists. We can change and transmutate matter and energy the way we want it. We can take a negative word like the N word and turn it to a word of endearment. Or we can take a negative word like the N word and transmute it into a word of aggression. See, we are major master alchemists, and we can transmutate anything that we put our hands to. Midas touch. Y'all, a Midas, King Midas, that's us. King Midas, he was a melanated man. And everything he touched turned to gold. Now, melanated people are the most oppressed people on the face of this earth, and everything we seem to touch turns to gold. American melanated people, especially, because we influence the world. So it's crazy. So, yeah. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's get into it. D's Truth in here. What up, D? Where you at, man? What's happening, big dog? You most definitely gonna like this one. I want you and David to take this live and this book information and do y'all thing with it. I want y'all to do y'all thing with it. Especially D. Especially you, D. I've been seeing your videos lately, boy. Hey, you been getting turned up here lately, big dog. You been getting on that opium mode. Hey, I've been seeing you, dog. Hey, bruh, get this book. I'm telling you, get this book. Iron sharpens iron. Get this book. Thumb through it. Do your thing. You feel me? Do your thing, big dog. All right, here we go. Without further ado, ethnic cleansing. I said this shit got my other account banned. Well, hopefully we won't get banned on this one, but we're gonna work with it. Hold on, let me slide up. All right, here we go. So now, ethnic cleansing. Hold on, let me make sure I got the right. Make sure I got the right slide real. So ethnic cleansing, check it out. So it is difficult to predict just exactly what will spark this conflict, but it is inevitable. It is inevitable. They talking about a race war. So it is inevitable. When that spark ignites, it will be up to the commanders to spring into action with plans made ahead of time, and begin the crusade to save the white race. Pause. Stop. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. The lower their birth rate drop, the more aggressive they're going to get. The more that sun heat up, the more aggressive they're going to get. The more Mother Gaia starts raising her vibration, and it's raising our vibration, which lowers their vibration and it aggravates them because they don't vibrate high, so it aggravates them. The more irritated, the more aggressive, the more trigger happy they gonna get, and they gonna start this. They gonna be the ones to start it. Trust me. Listen, y'all. Hey, just like D's Truth said in that video, y'all better go. Y'all better stay strapped. Better stay strapped. Get a machete. Hey, look, bro. Hey, I'm telling you. And for those of my brothers and sisters who scared to fight, hey, man, look. Better drop your nuts. You better drop your nuts, man. For real. Look, man. You cannot get freedom without bloodshed, bro. You can't get sovereign without bloodshed, bro. Cause they use bloodshed to take it, and it's gonna take bloodshed to take it back. Y'all get out of this Christian mindset to think that violence is bad. I condone it as long as it's in defense. I condone it as long as it's in defense. Why? Because we are peaceful people, but he who draw his sword shall be met with brute force. And these people that drew their swords goddamn when they came out the damn caves, man. They ain't even have no swords. They took ours. Ain't that some shit? They ain't even have no weapons. They took our shit. Just like they took everything else. You feel me? We are peaceful people. And you know they know we peaceful people. This why they walk over us. Just like, check it out, man. Since everybody's infatuated with narcissists in 2022 out the blue. It's a weird trend, but everybody's obsessed with it. So check this out, man. They are narcissistic. They know that you are a kind spirit. They know that you're loving. They know that you are peaceful. They know this. And just like every peaceful person, you get walked on at first. But what people don't understand about peaceful people is they are the worst people to fuck over, dog. Because when they snap, and it's a wrap after that. You feel me? And only the Most High gonna calm us down. You did? So now, they know that. They know who we are. They know the type of spirit we have. They know we peaceful. They know we kind. They know that we don't seek vengeance for real unless we have to. And it's getting to that time. But they know this, and they use our strengths against us. This is why they played on our peacefulness when they sent people that look like us who was telling us to turn the other cheek, my brother. It's all good. Turn the other cheek. Peaceful protest, my brother. No, don't fight back. Go on, let that dog bite you, my brother. Don't fight back. Go ahead and get sprayed by this water hose. Go ahead and let these cops whoop your ass, my brother. We ain't gonna fight back now because we just gonna feed into their stereotype of the melanated man being aggressive animals. Bro, who gives a what they think, my nigga? I wish I was born back then. I'm like, bro, don't nobody give a fuck what they think. I don't even want to be integrated with these niggas, bro. What the fuck? It should have been, somebody with heart back then should have said that to these folks, bro. I don't care about what these people think, bro. I'm gonna beat your ass. You can think I'm aggressive all the fuck you want to. I don't care. I don't care, dog. That shit don't matter to me. What you think and what you say don't change shit in this universe because this universe is melanated rain. We got the last word in this. You did. And you know how I know? Because what we say matters more than what you say. Why? Because we can influence the world and y'all can influence nobody. You can't even influence your kids to do right and sit the fuck down. So how the fuck, nigga, what we say go, man? Y'all better wake up. We the leaders of this planet. We the leaders. We them us. Yes. Our word goes, man. The fuck? People ain't got no power, bro. See, I had a dope conversation. Shout out to Divine, the guy that aka Zodiac be like. See, dope conversation about magic. Check it out. Words and spells. Magic. Okay, dark magic, white magic. White magic, the good magic is our magic. White magic comes from nature. Nature is white magic. It's good. It operates on light. Dark magic is artificial magic. It ain't real. And what I mean by artificial magic is no different than artificial food. It ain't real. It holds no nutrition. Their dark magic is artificial magic. It has no power. It ain't real. The only way that it's real is because of your fear. And why is your fear making their dark magic, artificial magic look real? What is fear? False evidence appearing real. Their dark magic seems real to you because you scared in a motherfucker of it. But once you stop being scared and you drop your nuts and you get some courage and you walk like you a God and talk like you a God and act like you a goddess and, we walk around calling ourselves God and goddess. When you gonna start believing it? I walk around every day, head up, chest out, daring a nigga to say something to me. Yeah. You feel me? You gotta carry that spirit. And they sense that spirit. They scared of that spirit. They don't want that spirit. Break the mind, keep the body. You feel me? Break the mind, keep the body. That's what they moving on. But once you cherish your mind and you protect your body, your spirit good. And that's what they scared of. Free Rashad Jamal. You know what I'm saying? That's what they scared of. Shout out to Dan Calloway. Shout out to Kui Mayo. Shout out to Malcolm X. You feel me? Shout out to Huey Newton. Shout out to Carmichael. You feel me? Shout out to Nat Turner, if he did exist. You know what I'm saying? His story's starting to get a little questionable. Him and Harriet Tubman's story starting to get a little questionable out here in these streets. But right now, we're going to say they exist because that story. Shout out to the Cherokee Wars. Shout out to the Seminole Wars. Shout out to the Gullah Wars. Shout out to the Haiti Wars. Shout out to the Fox Tribe War. Shout out to the Natchez Indian War. Shout out to the Cahokia Wars. Iroquois. That spirit is what they scared of. You feel me? All right. we can say these things all day, man, but when you gonna start acting like it? Because if you calling yourself a god and a goddess, let me tell you something. Anglo-Saxon laws don't apply to gods and goddesses, man. Now, I'm not saying go out here and be ignorant and do risky shit, because you still got to carry yourself upright, independent with morals and character, and there's still things to do. Like I said, we are peaceful people. But he who draw their sword shall be met with brute force. You feel me? An eye for an eye is not against the creator, because he's the one that said it. He the one that put the wrath spirit in you in the first place. The Elohim, excuse me when I just say him, because now we know Elohim is plural. So the Elohim put the warrior spirit in you. If they ain't want you to have no warrior spirit, they wouldn't put it in you. The Elohim put, they like to say rebellious mindset. I call it the independent individualism mindset in your head for a reason. Hold on, man. Hold on, we got a guest real quick. Let's see who want to tap in. See who want to tap in. D's Troops, what's happening? Oh, D's Troops. He finally tapping in, man.
What up, though?
What's happening?
Yeah, I'm feeling everything tonight, bro. You was like, this live about to be jumping. We about to get on this topic and this subject, and yeah, we on this mug like hot right on rice. I see that.
Man, look, I'll tell you, hey, I've been thinking about this subject and topic for a minute of how I could just present it to people, because, like, man, time, well, people don't understand, man, time getting close and close, man.
It
You
is,
know,
and we can't be sitting back, man. Like, this is how I feel. Like, if somebody slap me, bro, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you back. Like, I don't condone in violence. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be an eye for an eye. It's in the Bible. They never really told everybody that verse or that line because it was gonna create some type of uprising. So they knew what to spoon feed us.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Love your enemy. I'm like, look, bro, your enemy keep doing this to you. You gonna continue to keep loving your enemy?
Right. That's bruh. And the thing about that whole mindset though, is like, for one, it's Stockholm syndrome. And on top of that, like, when you take white people out, or fair skinned people, don't want to get the laugh fucked up, but you take fair skinned people out the equation and you bring it back to the hood, you won't even let your hood enemy slap the fuck out you and walk away. You know what I'm saying? It's
Period.
in
Not
you.
even your
It's
brother or
in
your
you.
sister. When
Yeah,
y'all
like
had y'all little
it's
sibling matches, the
right,
big
bro.
brother
It's like it's
against the little
literally
brother. You
in
know
you.
what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Yeah, like it's literally in you to protect yourself, and it's self-preservation is law, and you going against that law is creating a disbalance within yourself, because everything in you is telling you to stand up and fight, but you going against that is causing a disbalance and stress
But you
inside
know what?
yourself.
It's somebody tagged me in this. It was with that cartoon with the big lips, the watermelon, the
Hmm.
land down laziness, and
Yeah,
the ships, the docks. I was like, look at this brainwashing ass bullshit here. I said they
right.
brainwashed the hell out of us. First they had it when they popped up, oh, they just getting off the ship. But it was supposed to be comedy. Grandma sound like a man, like today's women, like the men ain't protecting them, like they sounded aggressive and mean. The angry black
Mm-hmm.
woman, like they portrayed this image. And I'm like, look at this. And then she called her mammy. I was like, did you just call her mammy and say that ain't how you wash no clothes? And then she was the light skin in the house, but come outside to talk to the mammy. I was like, man, there's so many subliminals in that cartoon right there that like violated who we were as a culture, as a people. And as you continue to do this research, you finding out more and more who's related, who's supposed to be here, who's not. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't even want to get on that gray subject because we already know they ain't got no damn lips.
Right.
They ain't got no damn lips.
Hey, you
We
know when
part of
you
the
dropped that
motherfucking
video,
crowd.
dog, I was at work, and as soon as you said it, I looked straight at him. I was like, mm-hmm.
They
I was
ain't
like,
got no lips,
mm-hmm.
bro. They part of the problem. And then look,
Oh
I'm
shit.
finding out that the Drakes. I said, you know, I did that Blake. I mean that Blade video with
Yeah.
the Drakes and the Prince
Mm-hmm.
Charles or whoever he was. he's the Drake. I said, well, he's like hiding in disguise. You one of the Drakes, the reptilians. And they supposedly created the Greys. And then you hear about people talking about, oh, they came back from the future to save something. I said, who came back from the future? They was like the Greys. That's us. I was like, no, that ain't none of us. I said, y'all must have wiped us out. I said, because I said the pale Greys, they the Greys. I could pull up images all day, and that's them.
Right. No,
It ain't none of us. I said, they must have extinct us and kept it moving. So
What's up, family?
it's time to fight back. Don't keep just standing there letting them hit on you. What's going on?
Right. And then, and then too, it's like when they indoctrinated us with turn the whole other cheek, we in turn indoctrinate the kids, because when our kid is little and they defending themselves or they hitting somebody, the first thing we do is don't hit nobody, stop. Go ahead and tell them you sorry. Even if the kid hit our kid first, we'll still be like, you got to be the bigger person. Go and tell them you sorry, woo, and all that. Like, you already indoctrinating them instead of like, I'm happy that you defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because she who was in here?
You got a daughter. You got a daughter, bro.
Queen.
And my daughter, she got a brother and she got a cousin. So she mainly like the only girl around her age. So when they constantly messing with her and constantly hitting her, and I teach her as a girl, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start teaching you how to throw them uppercuts and kick people on them things. You know what I'm saying? Like get up off of me. You're too close, my boy. Mm-hmm. You gotta teach them that already. Like, they have to learn their defensive mechanism and techniques to keep a person up off them. When they too close, they gotta know what to say. You know what I'm saying? If they acting too friendly, you gotta know what to say.
And She Queen in the comments has said it, and I like that. So I would like to retract my statement earlier when I said I condone violence, because I like how she put it. I don't condone violence, but I do condone self-defense, though. So we're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with that. So shout out to her for that.
Yeah, you can't just lay down and just take everything. Life isn't like that. You know, when we're born in this life and we're fucking paying for everything, and we built this shit, we invented everything, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a lot of people think about money. This is what's running the world right now. This money, like, if everybody decided to quit and just say walk off their job is a worldwide thing, you know what I'm saying, to make the billionaires hurt, they will approach everybody and ask them, what can we do for y'all? Because they're the ones that's causing this problem, this inflation. They're the ones that's doing this. They're the ones that have this system built.
You know what? I think that's absolutely possible. I think that's possible, bro. You know, a lot of people think like the stuff that we put out, oh, it'll never happen, but they see people watching. They see people coming on and understanding. People that never read the Bible are starting to understand what the Bible is saying. So it could be done.
But it tells you how to read the Bible, precept upon precept.
Precept.
And you hear a little, there a little. Like, you ain't going to get it. Like, people are like, oh, I read the Bible 3 times, like front to back. And I'm like, bro, you probably didn't even get an understanding of the Bible because I'm still learning myself. Like,
you can't read it like a novel. You have to read it bits and pieces.
Exactly. They line up and tell you what's going on right now today.
It's a puzzle, bro. Like, a lot of things I found out from TikTok. Actually, about 50% of my information I found out from TikTok, which actually made the Bible easier to break down. You know?
Yeah, that's why they hate TikTok. It's too informational.
It backfired.
They don't like that.
It backfired, bro.
Because people have questions, though. You have questions, and sometimes there's other people out there with the same idea, and they get to breaking things down, and then you get a better understanding of it. And then it just makes your puzzle fit together, and you're like, all right, on to the next block, and you learn more and more and more.
You know what makes me more mad than anything? Like, we look crazy, right? Just looking for our heritage, trying to find out who the hell we are, right? Meanwhile,
but we know it already.
Their heritage, their heritage is more legendary than what they teach us, bro. Coming from the caves and the mountains and shit, that's fucking legendary, bro.
No, they did. Look, they made themselves sound like they were the ones. but
I
they
know,
just stole every identity to make it look like we can trick them in history and whitewash the image, and we'll take their place, and then we'll just confuse them and enslave them for the rest of their life. That's what that was about.
bro. And those
When they
Khazars
changed
telling
time,
everybody,
you got to understand
they're the
these
Jews,
people
you
are
know,
spiritual demons. They are spiritual demons.
bro. Bro, there's no way that anyone's gonna believe that they are indigenous people to this planet. There's
They
no
can't
fucking
be because
way.
the sun hates them.
And they're still doing it till this day. I see the way how they curl up the Shirley Temple curls, and it's like it's not fooling anybody.
Man, this
I
is why
wonder if
they're
they know.
spraying that stuff in the sky right now to block the sun.
I
Because
wonder
it's
if they
like,
even know that they come from the mountains. I wonder if they know the truth. Like we know the truth,
hell
but I
yeah, they
wonder
know
if
the
they
truth.
know.
That's why they love dogs so much. They thinking about being raised by wolves in the wild. Some wild man shit.
But that's
Man,
all true. It's like it sounds like we're coming up with crazy shit, but when you read those history books, that's exactly what it says.
that's
It's
exactly
not
what
like
it
we're
is. The
playing
movies
around.
too. Man, they be
Oh yeah,
and it's
they
and,
put a lot
and
of
it's
truth.
like
Movies will tell you too.
when they did that Teen Wolf, that shit like and it started making sense when you start digging into the wild man and you know the dogs and all that. It started making sense with the movies they start releasing like Twilight and all these werewolf and
Yeah,
vampire
you
movies
smell
and
like
all type of
dog.
shit. You like,
When they get
Hey
wet,
dude,
they was like, you smell
the
like pennies and you smell like animals.
the history
yeah.
book says they used to root up trees, bro. They used to live
hmm
in tree stumps in caves. That shit is crazy. I was like, what?
Man, for
But yo,
real.
yeah,
But
they had a mud
this is
flood
what I meant about
over
when I
there in
say
Europe.
everybody got the gene, but some more than others. Some of them
hmm
kept their genes like they want to say what they want to stay pure. So they mess with their kids or something, or and they touch, incest. That's what they did. Some hillbilly
Yep.
stuff,
Cause in their
and they
minds,
kept their
cause in their
genes pure.
minds,
So
yep. Cause in their minds, their
like the
genetic
royal
mutation
family,
is pure to them.
yeah, like the royal family. They kept it in the family.
hmm
Yeah, and that royal family is a fucking joke. Like she's not even like a queen. Like she's from Germany. Like they're
Man,
still. It's crazy.
they all came from peasants.
Yeah, like they're the heathens. It's like if they're
hmm
the heathens and they don't even know
You
it.
ever seen the pendant that she be wearing? Have you ever seen the pendant that the queen wore?
Oh
hmm
no, I'm gonna
It's
check
a
it
it's
out
a
though.
it's a so-called white Anglo standing on
Yep.
top of a black angel.
Yep. And then,
So
and
they
then
they
the
tell
Pope
like
be
they give it
having,
away too. They give it
and then
away.
the and then the Pope be having like a little devil pendant on his if you zoom in and all type of like symbols of boy lovers and all that kind of old crazy stuff and people
Bro, I
like
can't
it's
believe he's
right
still
there
a
in
pope.
people's
Pizzagate.
faces.
Yo, he choked a baby or something like. Didn't he slap some
Yeah,
baby?
man,
No,
they tried to
that was
drown the
another
baby
pope. He
and shit.
slapped up a rabbi or something. He slapped the
Yeah.
baby up. I've seen that one.
Yep.
Mhm.
I was like, what? And the mom and daddy were like, get the baby, get the baby.
Yeah, get the baby.
It's like,
And
nah,
I
This
he's
is
bet you
just
they
crazy.
still went.
stuck in his ways. Nah, he ain't stuck
And
in
you
his
know what's
ways. He been
crazy?
doing that for life.
And you know what's crazy is they witnessed all that, and I bet you they still went back to church the next day, like ain't
The
shit
Yeah.
same
happened.
church.
And gave them their money.
And send their kid, the same kid that get slapped, gonna grow up, get sent to church, and end up getting molested by the same priest,
Yeah, the
and
same
everybody
priest.
gonna turn the other cheek, like ain't shit happening, like
That's
on
what
some
That's
they
how
do.
they
crazy
do.
shit.
But more than likely, they be family members too.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, we
Yeah. So let me let you get back, brother.
It was something I wanted to say, but shit, I kind of forgot. One of y'all had blocked my thoughts, but I'm trying to make it come back as I'm here. But we can keep it
mm-hmm.
moving.
And yeah, I stumbled across this little gem right here because this shit going on right now as we speak.
Yeah, man, like that came together right there. Like, for us, what's happening, and the boy got that little sign on his chest, and they
Uh,
just let in 100,000, 200,000 refugees, and all of a
yep.
sudden we get pop smoke for real though.
Mm-hmm.
Like that ain't even
Yep.
adding up, bro, to me. Like that, you telling me you trying to spark something,
Mm-hmm.
And they
Hey,
don't even look like the saltines, like I said in my video. They don't look like our saltines, bro. Our saltines, Brad, Ashley, Amy, Sarah, they all look the same, bro.
yeah.
What
Hey,
up, Adrian Wilson?
hey,
Them
folks
them
just
folks
got
look foreign, bro. They look Ashkenazi to me. And I said, look, they got the Ashkenazi to come right back over here to do what they did at first.
mm-hmm.
Transport slaves over here, but they come to murk them now.
Yep, that's all they do. Like, because man, these folks know what time it is. They trying to go ahead and they
Take
trying to
you
go
out
ahead
with
and
them.
move. Yeah, they trying to go ahead and move early while like most of us is still asleep. But divine time is about to kick in. Cause the faster
Yeah,
you
when
try
you
to
say
sleep with the
sleep, I
timeline, the
mean they
faster
ain't trying to
everybody wake
protect
up.
themselves.
Yup.
Because they need to arm up. We need to arm up for real. Like, ain't no watching. Don't watch it. Don't record it. Help your brother and your sister out. You all you got.
Man, and there's
These
a
folks are trying
loophole
to
to
take
it.
out.
And there's a loophole. There's a whole loophole law to it. Like if it's lawful, since you want to play by their rules, if you see an unlawful officer, you had every right to use force to stop him. And once y'all stop
We
him,
need
you
to hear
supposed to
that,
call
bro.
the sergeant or whatever. You're supposed to detain him and call the sergeant, but you're supposed to damn near fight for your life till a reasonable person pull up. Since I mean, if everybody want to follow the laws, that's a law for them to follow.
Hey, Los, how do you become a POW?
Oh, who?
A POW. How do you become a POW?
Shit, I don't know. Tell me.
You get captured by the enemy. So that means you was
Right,
fighting your way until you got captured by the enemy.
right,
So guess what they
right.
decided to do? Enslave you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all that American Indian is. When they want to reclassify us from mulatto to Negro to Afro American, Black American,
Mm-hmm.
they trying to change your identity. They trying to keep everybody confused from who you are. It's a reason behind that.
Oh yeah.
They know we finding out we waking up. Oh, they finding out they the Jews of the Bible, and we're the synagogues of Satan. So guess who came
Mm-hmm.
over here? The synagogues of Satan.
Yep. Yep. Hey, it's folks gonna wake up because this book is about to get deep, and then on the next live, I just found something. That's why I've been taking a long break. I've been finding a whole lot of gems, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, it's time now, for real. And it's linking in with everything everybody bring it to.
Man, they hate everything about us, bro. I mean, we got the tone for the sun. And I'm gonna tell
Uh,
y'all ain't got stargaze to try to open up your pineal gland. All you gotta do is open up your hands and point it towards the sun. You don't have melanin in your hands, so you can absorb the sun more.
mm-hmm.
Your melanin is a protection, it blocks it. So your feet out, hands out. That's part of
Wow.
grounding.
Yeah. It sure is. That's what you're supposed to do when you ground. It makes sense now. It makes sense why everybody pray with their hands out.
Hands out. There you go. Hands out.
Yep.
You don't
Hmm.
close them. Close them and look down. Who you praying to? You looking down. You supposed to have your head up and your hands out.
Right. That ain't never sit with me growing up. Like, why am I looking down? Shouldn't I be
Right. Well,
looking
who I'm
up?
praying to? So why am I praying down to him? Got your head bowed down.
Your
So
words
look
is
up.
hitting the
That's where
ground. It need to be
he
going up.
upstairs. Right. He upstairs.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, man. That right there. When they doing this manifesto, they showed the boys manifesto. Now, if this is in the archives, that should tell us something.
Oh man, they got all kind of shit about this ethnic cleansing inside the archives, bro. They got
That should
audio, they
tell
got
us something. It's
video.
in the archives.
Yeah.
That's reliable
Like
source. That's information there.
I tried to screen record one of the conversations, but every time I tried to play it back, it was muted. And I was like, okay, so y'all did it like that, right? The copyright
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, you gotta do your green screen when you do it.
With the I can do a video on the green screen, can't I?
Yep.
Yup. Got something for their head now. For real. Cause these
I
folks
always
been,
do.
man, this ethnic cleansing shit, man, they've been doing this shit for a while, and it's been real subtle too, to the point where,
Yeah, they've been doing it. They've been doing it one by one or two by two.
mm,
They'll catch you. That's why, like, if I got some friends I grew up with because I was in a DSEG program. They be like, "Come on camping with us, and we can ride the mud buggies and all of that, and go to the river." Nope.
mm,
I know how to
nah,
swim, but black people don't like water like that, bro. And plus, if one of your cousins or your buddies might not, you know what I'm saying, feel my vibes there and feel like they
yup,
want to pop, you gonna take up for your boy. You've been knowing him for the longest. You know what I'm saying? So
man,
don't put
man,
yourself
they
in a
gonna
situation
hide
like that.
you. They gonna hide you.
They're gonna hide you. Exactly. We see it all the time.
Man, for real. I don't trust none of that, dog. Like, I didn't get invited to certain
Nah, bro.
places and camping trips up here. I'm like, nah. And then here's the thing about cop killings that I want to tell people about the cop killings. See, this how you know that the war is real subtle. They will show you one incident of a cop on the news, but behind the scenes, there's thousands of cops killing us behind the scenes that they ain't saying. The same day George Floyd got dead, bro, there was 100 more folks that got hit
That
up.
was that was in
You know
everybody's
what I'm
face.
saying?
Like he didn't mean that. He didn't mean that. 'Cause there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
They do it. They'll be like, they'll tell you in your face. They told my grandma. They was like, we catch your son in the alley. I'm telling you, it's the last time. Because he used to always get drunk and have a mouth on him and
Mm-hmm.
be like, F the police, suck my da 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 da. And they came on and told my grandma was like, when we catch your son in the alley by himself, we got him. She's like, what? You don't just come out and say it? This was back in the day. So they
Yeah,
still
them
do it
folks
right now
are
today. You know what I'm saying? They know they're going to get off. Guess who signed that bill? Obama.
OB.
Obama
OB
signed that
signed
bill.
that.
Them demons was smiling behind his back.
Yeah, that's the
The
whole reason
protection
why
for
he
the
got that second
popos. Oh,
term.
yeah, because he signed that bill there, right there. They was
It's like, oh
loving
yeah, he
that.
most definitely playing ball. Who this?
What you see up in this book though? Because I ain't got a
Ah,
chance to go through it.
in this
Because I
book,
know
they.
I seen what old boy was talking about, but it's a book.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hold on. Hey, how you
How you
doing?
doing, baby?
Hey, good evening, guys. Hey, these truths. How you guys doing?
Finding
Doing good.
yourself.
Glad you could tap in.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I just wanted to jump on real quick and tell you guys I appreciate you. I appreciate you so very much, and I just want to let you know that our people are waking up. This truth is coming out. They getting this truth. And I appreciate you. I really do. And I also wanted to say something as a community. I really think that the baby boomers got to step back and let this Generation X in because they don't understand that we've been, Generation X, we've been raised by the grandparents. So we bring a different knowledge. Wiser, it's true. But I think the baby boomers got to sit back and let us handle this. They had their time and their way of doing things that did not work. Now it is our time. So I just want to tell you that I support you and we are doing wonderful.
That's because they're
Ah, thank
evil.
you. We
They don't want to
appreciate
share. It's
I
enough to
know,
go around
I
this planet.
know.
it. They most definitely don't.
Hey, Power, you right too, bro.
Yes.
He
Hey,
definitely
Shalom,
a
fellas.
Canaanite.
Shalom.
How
How
you
y'all
doing?
Shalom,
Glad
doing?
you could tap
brother.
in.
All
Man,
right. Hi, how you
how
doing?
you doing, sister?
I'm pretty good.
That's good.
I just wanted this to bring that to the forefront that within our community the fight we're having is with the baby boomers because they so brainwashed. Like they really brainwashed. They believe in the okie doke, but Generation X is not having that because you got to prove it to us. And if we seek and find the truth by ourselves, woo,
Oh yeah,
baby.
that make us super mad. We hot now. We
And,
ain't got time to be playing no
and
games.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. Like, okay, so I started driving with Uber real quick, and I had got a passenger. The passenger was, you know, an old dark skinned lady. She was about like 75, if that. I give about like 60. So so she asked me she asked me about living here and everything, and I was like, it's cool. It's just a whole lot of white folks. And she was like, I love me some white folks. And I turned around and was like, what? I couldn't believe I was here yet.
They can't help it, bro. Hey,
What?
my grandpa used to say, yes, to this white lady, bro. I it used to kill me. I'd be like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
hold up. Did you just say yes, Yes, man. I
Right.
was
man.
I
like,
don't like that.
and my
I was
mom was like,
like,
it's just respect back in the day how they used to talk. And I was like, nah, we don't talk like that no more these days. Ain't none of that. Yes,
Exactly.
sir. Yes,
Y'all
ma'am.
gotta
No,
y'all
no.
gotta
See, we got
understand
we
this
got
too,
some we
though.
got the ingredient from our grandparents that our parents missed. You see, that is
Right.
the miseducation. Our parents missed this education that we received. You see, that's what makes us the wiser. Yes, we don't have that strong tough body how we used to, but our minds is weak is strong. Our minds are weaker. We the upgrades. So they
Yeah.
gotta allow us to have our time without beating us down. Because one thing that makes me sick to my stomach is for my fellow sister of a different generation looking at me like I'm wrong. But you're sitting there saying, we must do this with no uproar. Oh, that was in your time. It's our time now.
Hey, that's when they say you better not question God. You better not ask no more questions. That's how they did us.
Woo!
You better shut up.
You
Don't
right.
say nothing.
Yeah, you
Don't say
right.
nothing. And you got questions. Like, wait a minute, hold up.
That's
I
true.
got questions. You told me to shut up and don't ask none?
You
That ain't making
right.
sense to me.
Yeah,
That don't
because they
make no
came from a
sense.
generation of the children were to be seen and not heard. What kind of pedophile shit is
Yep,
that? You know what I'm
yep.
saying? And our
And
generation is say it loud from is in the back. That's where we came
and
from.
and I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna be real. Because of that phrase that's inside our community is why a lot of our sisters was touched as kids and they don't
Yeah,
say nothing because they
that's
were meant to
right.
be seen and that heard. So and then half the times when they do speak and it's one of the close family members or the boyfriend, they not
Yeah,
gonna believe them anyway because of
Right.
the lust that they're under, the spell. And
yeah.
it's sad. It's
Well,
you
you
gotta
gotta
break it.
understand this too, fam. Back in those days, they were taught whatever goes on in the house stays in the house. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
That's why you see a lot of young ladies today that has been touched by close family members and stuff like that. It's still they still dealing with that to this day because of what they was taught
Exactly.
back in the days to
Yeah.
that, whatever goes on in the house stays in the house. I got cousins and stuff right now that's dealing with that same problem. And
Yes.
And
and I have an uncle, and it was one of my uncles that did it. And until this
Mm.
day, I don't even deal with him because I know what happened, and I was the only one at the family reunion that was willing to call him out for it. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
hey,
Because
hey, real
Good.
quick.
Good.
Hey, real quick.
Good.
Hey, Stunner Flex TV. I'm glad you said that because I was leading to that. Everything that I just thought about right here with our ladies.
Hmm.
This is why they're in their masculine so hard right
Yeah.
now.
There
Is
you
because
go.
because
Hey,
Yeah.
they
that got
were
something to do with that
because they
cartoon
were
I
took
saw.
advantage of
Yeah.
when they was in their feminine as vulnerable. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
They had to
saying?
use
So
their own
now they dwelling in the
protection.
masculine
That's why the
Yeah.
grandma sound like a man and angry.
and
Absolutely.
and now and now we go back to the Willie Lynch letter of the last line. What did I say? That the healing has to
Mhm.
begin with the women because they have the
Yes.
kids. And
Yeah.
once the women get back in the feminine energy of healing, then the men will follow, and then we'll get back to the top of the throne because
And
behind
you know
every
what?
great
I'm,
man
I'm
is
gonna
a
say
greater
this.
woman.
I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna tell y'all the problem with the women is we feel unprotected. We love our black men. We love you guys. But
Guess
if
what?
we
Guess
feel
what? I got something to say to
unprotected,
that. I got something to say to that.
mm-hmm.
We
Oh, you gotta
right
go.
now, today, in this vessel, we cannot fight these alien ass devils. They
Yeah,
have technology that'll destroy the whole world.
yes, yeah, and
We
I agree.
cannot
I
fight them.
agree.
And that's what
Come
they want.
outside.
They want us to do it to
Come
knock
on.
us off. I keep trying to tell people that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
Yes,
tell
and
y'all this
you
too.
definitely right on that. Like they demonic and demon is like it's the same. It's been going on forever. You know, and then like what the brother said, when the woman feels though she's in her masculine, is because she took on that protection role. She became the
Mm-hmm.
warrior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then you got to look at it like this. Everything that we're going through in the black community with our women going against our brothers and our brothers going, that was by
With the
design.
Bible.
Yeah,
Yep.
That was by
That's true.
design. You got to look at that because for one
absolutely.
reason, they
They
knew
broke the
that
house. They broke the house.
they
Yeah,
knew that the man is we're the protection of our women.
that's
So the
right.
Yep.
first thing they had to do
Reverse
was figure
roles.
out a
Reverse
system
gender.
to kick the man out of the household.
Yeah,
And they did that. So that's why you see so many women out here that are single and raising their kids by themselves, because it was by design to keep the man out of the household. And
That's what I want
like
for you.
I just made a post a couple of days ago about the Tennessee HB 233 bill, where it's legalizing pedophilia.
yeah.
And so
Sickening.
now what's happening now is that now that they're starting to legalize pedophilia, it's giving them access to our women and our children with no
Mm,
man in the house to protect them.
right.
That's
Mm,
Man,
mm,
and
mm, mm.
we got to find a way to put the men back in the household again.
Well, it
Yeah,
starts with us, bro.
But we gotta put them back inside the household as
Put that
men
down.
again, and that
yeah.
is the
That's
GMO men.
Right, 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 right. But at the end of the day, it starts with us. We got to take
yes,
Yup,
control. You know,
that's fact.
it starts with us. It starts with us men stepping up and taking back our masculinity and taking back our role as the protector and the men of our household. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Because
yes.
Hmm.
like I've told people, the Most High is about order. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And He set the man up to be the head of the household for a reason.
Yeah,
And
for
that's why the
protection.
Bible says we are supposed to honor our women as the weaker vessel. And when I say the weaker vessel, not saying
Mm-hmm.
that you women are weak. It's just that the
It's the
woman
order.
she's the way she is because that's the way the Most High made her. He made her
Mm-hmm.
to be the more emotional and the more
The nurturer.
soft-hearted person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He gave us our masculinity for a reason, and He
Yes.
gave
right.
us head of
She's the
household for a
nurturer.
reason.
She's supposed to
The
nurture.
nurturer, exactly. She's the nurturer because both of our both of our roles in the household work as one. You
Right.
know,
Hmm.
they're complicit. So when you got the nurturer and you got the voice of authority, which is the man, that's going to create a stable environment for our kids to come up with some sort of order, with balance and
Yes.
order in the household.
Hmm.
You
Absolutely.
see? So that's what it comes down to. It comes down to us being men and stepping up and taking back our masculinity and taking back our control over our household and our women
Yes.
and our children. You know,
And it all begins with taking our mind back, because in Willie Lynch, take the mind, keep the body. So our mind is
Bingo.
gone. And if you look around today, a lot of men is walking around with no mind. They just body.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? And
Yes.
they
right,
operate on low vibration, which is 3D, which is body. Now you
Yes.
got to
right.
get that spiritual, and you got to get the
Hands
knowledge
hanging
back.
below the butts. That's low vibration.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. That is correct.
Yes, but I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna jump off. I love you guys. I love you, brothers. Keep on being strong. Keep on being our protection. We love you guys, and we see y'all. We see y'all, and it gives us encouragement. You know, we'll be able to step into our full, authentic selves, knowing that our kings is there. You understand? So I appreciate you all, and just know that we got y'all back. Trust and believe that. One thing about a black woman is she love her black man. Don't let nobody tell y'all different. It's lies.
Oh yeah, no
Black
I
doubt,
love is
no
believe it.
doubt,
real.
I believe it.
no
I
doubt.
believe it, because the
They
melanated
fear,
woman could have picked
the
from
black
any
man
other
and the
race
black
out here.
woman
She's
coming
still
together.
hanging
They
on.
fear that.
Yes.
They fear
Yes.
that. They fear
Still in
that.
here.
That was the one reason they had to break up the black woman and the black man from each other, because they knew with us working together, there's power behind that.
That's power. That's right.
It's nothing but power. That's why. Why do you think Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, even though their movement, it was a good movement, but the only reason why it failed because we wasn't under the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's the only reason why. But because it was such a strong movement, is because they had their women backing them. Martin Luther
Mm-hmm.
King, Malcolm X, they had strong black women backing them, being their backbone as they went through their movement. You see what I'm saying? And with that happening, that's why the government had to execute both Coretta Scott King, Betty Shabazz, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, because they see that they had the power to bring their people back to the Most High. You see what I'm saying? But before they got a chance to, they executed them.
Yeah.
So that's what it came down to. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't care what nobody say about Malcolm. Malcolm was the main one that found the truth, and he was about to deliver that truth, and they killed him before he could do it.
When he came back from Mecca.
When he came back from Africa, period, when he came back from Mecca in Africa, that's when he found out he was originally from the seed of Jacob. And when he was about to give that information to his people, and one of the main reasons he broke away from the Nation of Islam, they killed him before he could do it.
I'm gonna tell you something. No, he actually did deliver the message. I'm gonna tell you who he told before everything's transpired. Castro, when he went to Cuba and they had that
Okay,
meeting.
yeah, you're right. He did.
And he told
sure
him.
did.
And that's why,
because in his
and that's
autobiography,
why
he talks
Castro
about
and
that.
Cuba fought with us real tough, like melanated people. If we wanted to go to Cuba and kick it, we literally can.
Right.
Like we have outline. See, the thing that they don't tell us is we literally have allies. They want you to think that the world hates you. We literally have allies out
Have
here,
allies, exactly.
man.
Exactly. You're so right about that, because in his autobiography, he talked about him and Castro sitting down having that conversation.
Yup. And then that's when Martin was, and that's when he started talking to Martin, and Martin's message started changing, and now he was like, man, they stealing our land, boy, we American Indians and all that type of stuff. Then
stay your butt down here. Get on here.
What is this?
Greetings, peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. How you doing?
I'm good.
Shalom.
I just want to. I see you guys are talking about like the masculinity and stuff, and okay, I said that wrong. But it's like, when I was like with a man and stuff like that, people were calling me gullible and weak, like saying I was picking the wrong guys, and then it's like since I've been single, people have been talking about I'm on some masculinity stuff. It's like I can't win. The brother was like, I'm already winning and stuff, and it was all part of the plan. But it's so crazy because I'm out here as a single mom, and I can't even go get my car fixed. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, my car broke down before me and my ex broke up. He went to the same place, and they told him what was wrong with him, what was wrong with it, and gave him a price. When I went back to that same place, they gave me a totally different price, and told me it was like 10 other things wrong with the truck. And my brother told me they did this is because I'm a female by myself.
They do that with you women at these car dealerships. They do that because they know y'all don't have the understanding of fixing on a car or what parts to get for a car. That's why I always tell my nieces, like, if y'all go to a car dealership or y'all go to get your car fixed, make sure you take a man with you. It don't matter if it's your uncle, your boyfriend, your brother. Take a man with you.
And they play on your emotions too.
Yeah, they play on y'all emotions.
Like, I stay in a different state than them now. I don't stay in the same state. And it's like, when you deal with stuff like that on a daily basis, it's also other stuff. Like, I'm dealing with racist stuff too. I run into certain men and they say certain stuff to me because I'm a black woman and they don't see a man with me. That I know that he wouldn't have said it if I was with a man, because I'm a woman and he's a white man. He think he about to get away with saying this stuff to me all the time. This happens all the time, daily. And I'm like, how is that stopping the regular woman from just running into any nigga arms? This is how you end up on guy because you just want to get with a guy just to have a guy around because the way the world treating you when you're single.
Right. That's why it always pays, to have a man around, especially when you're dealing with stuff like that, because one thing about these white men, they quick to disrespect and step to y'all and be disrespectful to y'all. But if they see one of us with you,
uncle with y'all.
Oh yeah,
an uncle, a brother, take somebody with y'all when y'all going to deal with y'all cars, because they gonna definitely disrespect you as a woman and tell you 7 or 10 things wrong with your car to get that money about you.
Right.
They playing on them emotions because they really playing on your emotions, because when they tell you all those extra things, the first thing that happens with you is your emotions. You be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? All emotions. You be like, hold on,
And
I
that's
came
all
here for
spiritual.
one
That's
thing,
all
bro.
spiritual.
Right.
That's all
Because
spiritual.
a woman, that's how a woman thinks. They think a lot of you women think with y'all emotions. A lot of y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of really just stepping back and logically thinking about, okay, this don't sound right. A lot of women, the car dealerships or the mechanics will tell y'all something, and immediately that emotion kick in. Well, dang, I got to have my car, so I guess I'm going to just go ahead and pay that so, I can go ahead and get it fixed, and
that's
literally
the
they running
between men
game
and
on.
women.
I didn't because I know he had just told him everything that was wrong, and I know the price he gave him, so I didn't. So I still ain't got no damn car. It's been sitting there because everybody keep on telling me all this extra stuff. It's like, because I'm a woman, I can't get my car fixed without paying for extra stuff to get fixed.
I know, did it? It's all good. You got a couple of them right. Good job. Sorry, guys. I'm talking to my daughter. She's doing the problems.
I'm dealing with my kids too.
She said you want to go give me nothing sweet.
I go get my little one tomorrow.
But I've definitely been handling it, been dealing with it. I've been single, dealing with this stuff for 2 years now. I definitely been going through it though, and I see the difference. I see the difference.
Well, you got to call your cousins and them and be like, "Hey, come over here to
They
me."
not in the same state. That's the thing. They don't have. They would be doing
You
that,
by
but
yourself in
the
a state by yourself. You got to be by family at all times. Somebody just put in the comments about what we gonna do if the who come here.
So tired of y'all,
Gotta be close to family.
I can't. They in Detroit, and I can't do this.
Stop. Just stop. Well, hey, brothers, I'm finna get my kids together real quick. I'm finna still sit here and listen, but I'll jump back on here in a little. Y'all be blessed.
Okay. Cool.
Wow, it's all dads in the house.
Man. For
real. He was busy though. He was busy though. They had him going.
That's how it be though.
That's what happens. You got brothers and sisters, boy. They be tag team. You like, hey boy, what you doing over there? Leave your brother and sister alone.
Hey, that's why I'm good with one right now. I'm good with one right now. I'm straight with my one.
I got 7.
That's 7. You said you got 7?
7, yeah.
Oh, I know they be running the whole household.
I hope they spaced out. Nice little gap. That way, you know what I'm saying, you'll have help to your kids.
You said what?
I at least want to wait to my daughter at least about 5 or 6. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Like when they spaced out at ages, you'll have help through your kids.
Yeah.
Like when they're a teenager and you might have some shorties and they be like, hey, watch this while I go to work. You know what I'm saying? They handle business like a family.
No,
that's your village.
Stair steps.
So they babies.
My oldest is 11.
Oh, you got babies.
Mm-hmm.
They can't watch the kids. Yeah, you got a lot to do.
But they all gonna be teenagers at the same time. Basically, it's gonna be basically just 2 of them that ain't one kid and 2 of them that
That's
ain't
a basketball team.
Gonna be teenagers. Yeah.
Hey, hey, that's dope though. At least they got people. At least they got their siblings to rely on, and they can look out for each other out here in these streets though.
I see. I
How old are you?
me, huh?
How
I'm
old are you?
32.
I, I don't like
32.
to ask women their age and all, but
I don't mind.
yeah,
I never mind. I'm 32.
my grandma, she had 12 kids.
Yeah, my grandma did too. Yeah, I come from a big
That's
family.
back in the day before they started putting up that eugenics. You heard me?
Yup, yup.
Yeah.
Cause technically we all supposed to make big families, but eugenics and the brainwash made people, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they don't want to do that.
Not
Yeah.
today. Not how they got us living, bro.
Oh, all
It's
my
Man,
a
nah.
kids
cost of
is
living.
suspended for school right now. He said if he had 7 brothers and sisters in school when he was in school, they suspended right now for fighting. They
Oh,
all
they go to the same school.
yeah.
See, there you go. They all protect each other like a village.
You feel me?
one
The
one
whole
fight, the
tribe
other
right
one's
now.
fight too.
Oh man, that's what's up
That's a
though. That's
family. That's a
good.
village right there.
The
Hell
principal
yeah.
called me like all of them is suspended.
Like, damn. My ears ringing like a mug right now. That's good to hear right there.
Jessica said
Good
she
to
got
hear.
5 and raised all of them. That's what's up. You got 5. That's what's up, Jessica. Hey, that's dope that women still having more than just one or 2 kids or something. You know, I ain't gonna
You got
lie,
to think
because I
about it
come from
too.
a
They
big
got that
family.
Roe versus Wade. They was chopping
Man,
people. Some people don't believe in it, and now you got some women who don't want to have kids. They gonna make them and force them to have kids.
But
yeah, with that birther stuff.
That
oh
what they
goodness.
call them, defined woman. They was like birthers or something like that.
Yep, which
I was
ain't
like, they
nothing
come up with all different terms, boy.
which ain't nothing but breeding. That's
That's all it is, breeding.
breeding. Like
Real
cattle.
birthers.
Yup, they most definitely going extinct. That's why they need all this,
Yeah,
Renee.
they're going extinct. That's because they like dogs. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't play no games. I tell the truth. I'm like, y'all love the hell out them damn dogs.
Man,
They rather have a dog than to have a kid. That's crazy. They be like,
that
my son. I'll be like, my son. Like, you got some
my
kids?
child.
They be like, no, I got a dog. And my sister is babysitting them right now. I be like, what?
I ain't gonna lie, I had all my kids because I
I
always
know.
felt
Oh
like
yeah,
growing up in
for
my
sure,
family,
for,
like
for
growing up
sure,
in my family,
chosen.
like I felt like I don't know, I always felt like the black sheep. I felt like I wasn't really
That
loved. It
mean you
didn't
woke.
really feel
That's
like
all that mean. You the woke one.
yeah, it didn't really feel like
Mhm.
a family type of setting. It was like everybody used to be against me about something. Sisters used to be on some
But
jealous,
no,
hating
they was
stuff.
they was trying to protect you too. At the same time, I can understand that you told me your age, and then you said how many kids you got. They was probably like trying to look out for you, being protective, and they were aggressive while doing it. So they
No,
was just kind of
no,
looking
no,
out for you. You
no,
probably was like, nah, you ain't want to hear it.
no. They
Or
wasn't.
or
I
or
got
if they was
stories.
really on some or if they was really on some hating stuff, treating you wrong, that's probably because they seen your light before you seen it. And
Yeah,
That
it
too,
my
disturbed their
that
sister,
darkness.
too,
my
that
oldest
too.
sister, really told me like I cannot get nothing before she get nothing. Like I can't get a nice house before she get a nice house because I'm her little
Oh,
sister. I
that was
can't
see
get a
that's
nice.
that crab in the barrel. That's that crab in the barrel,
Mm-hmm.
that competition stuff. We suffer that right now as a people.
Man.
Like they don't want to see you with nothing before them. We suffer with that right
Yeah,
now. Like we can come together, pitch in $1 here, $1 there, $100 bill here, $100 bill there, and we can come up with our own. But guess what? Somebody gonna have that trust issue. Be like, nah, we got effed so many times in the past, and somebody gonna steal the money. And it always happen
Mhm.
like that. Like it be like one of them old dirty Moors that got a hold to the money.
yeah, for real. So I knew it was
I
some
don't wanna
bad
go
seeds.
in though. They done got
And
a
then they
hold to the
all
money.
act a certain type of way Cause my daddy was the only guy that my mom was married to, and when my daddy cheated on my mama and stuff, it's like everybody took it. Even though I was only 3 years old when they split up, it was like everybody took it out on me. It's like everybody used to treat me a certain type of way because of what my daddy did to our mama.
So were you
Like,
the baby? You said our mom, he cheated on your mom. Okay, I'm trying to think about that. I was like, oh, I thought you was the other baby where you got somebody pregnant or something, but nah, that ain't
he
it.
got
You
somebody
were just a
pregnant with my
baby.
little brother. Yeah.
Oh man,
He was
wow.
on there with her best friend and everything. And they still tell me to this day, like, mama started acting funny and different and it changed her.
But
And they used
see,
to
that
blame
you
me.
said with the best friend, and see that
Yeah.
kind of sound like almost like the Israelites having more than one woman and having a village and everybody having trust, and then he takes his wife and she becomes a widow. But the West don't like that, and that's the
Yeah,
attitude we got.
my mama
Why you
wasn't
got all
feeling
these
that.
lights
That
on,
ain't what
kid?
he said. I heard the story was that she was in the
Put your shoes
hospital
on.
and
I'm gonna go to the store. Come on.
she was in the hospital
I'm
real
listening.
sick, about to die, and he cheated on her. And that's what I heard. It was just like, but that's the reason why everybody used to treat me bad, like, because I was my daddy's child. I was already a little deceiver because I was my
See,
daddy's
now
child.
you admitting your guilt. Now you admitting your guilt now.
No, I ain't got no guilt. I wasn't. That's what they called me. Like, I'm
Oh,
3 years
okay,
old, and
okay. Because
because
I'm
my
like,
daddy
you admitting
lied
your
and
guilt.
deceived and cheated on my mama, they was saying I was gonna be a little liar.
Why? Because you was his daughter.
Yeah.
Oh well,
My
what y'all got
uncle
the
used to
same?
say
Y'all
stuff
got the
like the
same
apple don't
sign or
fall
something?
far from the tree.
Hey, that's funny to me because I be like, y'all got the same sign because my sister, my mama, and my son, they all got the same sign, and I be like, hey boy, don't you start that damn line. You better not start that line because I done lived around two of them all my life. Don't play with me. Come on.
Hold it if you got it, roll
I
it if you have
always
it.
tell the
Be
truth.
comfy, my people. Most definitely Power Gen. I'm about to go ahead and twist up one last one for the night.
But that's why I got so many
I'm gonna
kids.
give
I
me
feel
some
like
tonight.
I had to start my own family.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I
that.
had to start my own family.
Come on, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, even a tree got different branches. It was just time for you to branch out and have other leaves. That's it.
Solar winds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. But most definitely, you're a black sheep. So, just lead with
I
that. And
feel
if
you.
you
I
on this
feel you.
live, you most definitely got some wokeness to you. So keep building on that. And just teach the kids all the information that you never knew that you finding out today. And slowly you'll start breaking generational curses and all that.
Oh, I know a lot, honey. I've been studying since I was a child. I wasn't interested in that stuff they was interested in. They was interested in
Tuck
worldly stuff. I was
till
interested in spiritual stuff and space. And that was the problem. That's why it was weird.
Mm, yeah. But there you have it.
Well,
You
never
all
no
good.
Christian. I was never no Christian. I always been told I was an Israelite.
Most definitely.
That was fine.
Cool. Let me go ahead and get back to these slides real quick. I got to thumb through this whole book before it get too late.
Okay. Thanks for having me,
All right.
guys. Peace and blessings.
That's no problem. You always welcome. That boy David a fool. David, you silly, bro. Oh man, look. Hey man, it's facts though, so most definitely Black Sheep, Star Seed, we all out here. But check this out, we're gonna continue going with this book because it's really about to get real deep. So here we go. So now remember about the neighborhood watch and everything that I was saying. So here we go. So the whole plan, when the spark ignites, it will be up to the commanders. Listen, commanders, we ain't even talking about soldiers yet, but the commanders to spring into action with the plan made ahead of time. This is what they doing right now. Peep game about these laws and abortion laws and all this old crazy stuff, and the police are getting even more wilder and these folks getting more agitated and stuff like that. You'll start, like, really start paying attention to them. Like, you'll start seeing them, their behavior starting to tweak a little bit. And as it get hotter, we still in spring and we hit 90 degrees, so summer gonna be hella hot, and these folks gonna be really tweaking. So be on your P's and Q's now.
Red.
Man, look. They gonna be getting burnt up out here in these streets. They gonna be mad. So now, ahead of time, and begin the crusade to save the white race. Now, we already talking about they're on the brink of extinction, so, you know, I think this plan is already in the play. So, on the individual level, it is a matter of watching for the formation of large-scale military action around the country. When ethnic cleansing becomes widespread, systematic, that is the time for unaffiliated whites to pick up and go to the scenes of the fight and join in. Peak game. So if you are not commander material, that is no problem. There is room for you in this war. You know who the enemies of the white race are in your neighborhood. Listen now, these people talking now. Like, these folks ain't writing this stuff for no reason. Yeah, because these books, before we got a hold in the archive.org, got a hold to them, this is the shit that they grew up reading now. This, you know, inside these slave movies, when they be hitting their head, you can't read that, boy. It's this type shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Willie Lynch and all that. So these folks been on it. So listen, you know who the enemy is inside their neighborhood. And I wonder who that is. If we talking about the white race, what is the polar opposite? So now, and it says, and in your town, prepare a list and have it ready when ethnic cleansing operations pass through your area. Those living in area bypassed by major military operations will have a racially purified their own towns. Then grab your gear, invite your friends, and link up with active units. You too can help make history. These folks talking about making history out here in these streets.
Revolution. That's their revolution. How they trying to overthrow the damn Capitol. We need to go back. And they brought their little guillotines and hangers. They brought them on out. We're gonna put them on the road.
Man, look.
That's exactly how they was thinking.
I'm trying to tell you. Look, man, we are peaceful people, but he who drove their sword will be met with brute force. I'm just saying.
Right, ain't no more there.
And that's
like the guy who was talking about we're peaceful people. He's like, we're peaceful people. We're a private family. We gotta mourn, and we so angry. What we supposed to do with this anger? What you supposed to do with it? Man,
well, transmutate that.
I don't even want to say that.
Transmutate that anger, man.
Put that energy somewhere else, like the Black Panther suit. That's kinetic energy, buddy. They hit you, now hit them back 5 times harder.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Look,
that's a problem.
But hold on. Get this situated real quick. But these folks really believe this, and it's really going on. And like a lot of these officers that's out here doing this is what they're doing. You know, like all day long. So we're gonna get into it real quick right here, because we about to get into the psychological part of it first. Because before everything is physical, it happens with your mind. Take the mind, keep the body. So hold on, where is it? I'm trying to find it. Okay, so now this banner in my way. I hate when these banners be flipping. So there literally hundreds. There's literally hundreds of them. As the racist lyrics reveal, blacks are psychologically prepared themselves to ethnic cleanse whites. Now they're speaking from fear, because we psychologically don't trust people, and we're ready for whatever. So, I mean, however you want to label it, but they quoting Farrakhan though, so y'all know how the Nation of Islam talk. So that's why they speaking from fear. So such preparations are not limited to physical exercise and psyching themselves up for battle. Their psychological warfare platform roams America's streets, spewing out anti-white hate music 24 hours a day. While some whites are frightened by the intense volume and menacing language, many more are amused. Why? Because this is an upside to their boom car tactic. Those drivers without car plugs, and there are many along with their hearing impaired passengers, will be very easy to sneak up on and end in laugh. So pretty much what they talking about is how they going everybody who be riding around with they based up loud at the red light, you can't hear them coming sneaking up on you, and they going yeah at the red light. Here in Louisville, Kentucky, somebody already got hit up. Do you feel me? Like somebody already got hit up here, and they saying it was the police. I'm just saying, like they gonna use this. Man, they using our shit against us pretty much is what they talking about. How they gonna they think they so scared. They think that our everyday living is a war tactic against them when we just like our music up loud. But they think it's a scare tactic. You feel me? So in their head, they creating this whole fabrication of we're at war off of their own fear and guilt. And and shit happens. So y'all better wake up. Most definitely, T. You know what's funny? The Most High said their own bowels shall go into their own hearts. David. Most definitely. Now I'm both peaceful and brutal. I'm dead. They said they want to use Civil War reenacts, biker gangs, FBI, police, KKK, skinheads. Yup, that's them. That's they soldiers. That's they
Them are the
warriors.
same people, man. They the police, they the
Exactly.
governors.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They are the same
I was
people.
watching something on TikTok earlier. It was a cop coming out talking about it. He was like, "Yeah, you
Hmm.
got to join the KKK first before you become an officer. That way, you're swore to the brotherhood." I was like, "Oh, that's how y'all moving, huh?" And the judges and the lawyers and
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, it's a whole system.
Man,
It's a whole
man,
system."
it's a mafia. It's a
We
whole
already knew
mafia,
that
man.
though. We already knew that though. They got it set
Yep.
up just for them to win. Just for them
Hmm.
to win. There was a mafia before they accepted their little dirty asses.
Yep.
There was a white supremacy mafia before they accepted the rest of them, because all of them weren't
Yep.
accepted or looked at as white.
Hmm.
The
These are peeps you
Italians,
vote
the
for, my brother.
Irish, they were some little dirty ones to them.
Shit, little Benny, I don't vote at all, bro. I ain't never voted. Bro, I'm 32. I ain't never placed a vote. I ain't even.
I didn't,
eh, When I
I
turned
didn't vote for
18,
white.
when I turned 18 legally to vote, it was Obama's first year and he was running. And I looked at that Negroid and I was like, no. I was like, no, nigga. Because the
He's
whole
I
thing
looked at
was
that
suspicious.
Negroid and said no.
For real,
That
man. The whole thing
headlights.
was suspicious. The
He
whole
was
thing was suspicious.
suspicious.
We had Anglo presidents this whole time. All of a sudden, you want to slide it? Hell nah, bro. No, I was
And
already
he
suspicious
and he
about that
can to
one.
them.
And then that came out already. Right? I was like,
They
oh
all
hell no,
they
bro.
all related.
Yeah, nah. And he was too smooth. Like I get the charisma, but when you start being too smooth, nigga, you too slick to me.
But you know why? It's just like Kamala. She claimed Asian and she claimed a sister sometime. So which one are you today?
And she running with that whole
Where
Indian
was she at
thing. Like
during the
she
massacre? Did she come out?
for real.
Man, these people ain't for
So,
us, man.
man, look, I'm trying to tell you. So now it says the economics of ethnic cleansing, utilizing the fact that races like to live amongst their own kind. Whites move into neighborhoods and whites move into neighborhoods and begin corroding property values. When families from other races move into multiracial, micro-racial neighborhoods, the earlier residents get nervous with good reason. Usually things start disappearing. First kids' bicycles, then furniture, then vehicles, and then the new neighbors start burglarizing the homes of people who made the neighborhood a beautiful, happy place once were. That's crazy. It's funny they say that because I mean y'all stole niggas' lands, which was a beautiful place.
Exactly. And the gold and all the riches. Come on, all the art.
That's why I said, man, these people fear is what I think I understand what the Most High is starting to do real quick with his first signs. His first sign, I think Most High gonna drive these people mentally crazy at first, and they own shit gonna come back and bite them in the
Oh,
ass.
you seen that one movie? You seen that one movie where they couldn't go to sleep and everybody started going nuts?
Yeah. Yup. Yup. Hey. Yup. That's what's gonna happen, man. These folks
It
gonna
was only one
get so
only one girl.
delusional. They're gonna get so delusional. They're gonna get crazy.
Because they already delusional. If they want to come to the cookout, they got to hang out in the sun with no umbrellas.
Most definitely. Let me see where we can. Canaanites. Okay, yeah. So ethnic cleansing is a new term coined in the ruins of the former Yugoslavia. However, it is not a new practice. In the Old Testament, the extermination of the Canaanites by the Israelites is nothing less than ethnic cleansing. Some more is gonna have to go, man. I'm just saying. Bruh.
That's
Hey.
what people don't understand. Look, Los. This is what I wanted to do on my one of my posts. That they keep saying you guys need to claim more, and I was like, wait a minute, bro, because when I read in the book, when I read in the Bible, it say they did away with Israel to make them a nation no more. I said, so if we're the actual nation of Israel and that's our nationality, why should we call ourselves Moors? I said, did the Moors have something to do with it? Which every nation had a hand into doing away with our nation. And also, Moors are Hamites. They're Canaanite gods. We don't worship no Canaanite god. That's why we went into 400 years of slavery, because we did away with our God and we converted and started worshiping idols. So it just makes too much sense.
That's facts, man.
And then they steady trying to get y'all to call yourself Moors. And I'm like, but you know how O pulled up the Constitution? And we would have to claim that not to get hurt by the police and go by their laws and do this and do that. But they never come out and tell you, though. Like, it's in secrecy, like they're Masons.
Yep, that's facts.
And people ain't paying attention on how they move.
And once you become awakened to this stuff, man, like I urge people to study the Boule and Masons and stuff, because when you do, you start making sense of the NBA and all these melanated celebrities, because they know they are those Moors or whatever that they, man, this shit crazy.
Right, it's deeper than what we think, bro. It's like when we saying all the skin folk and kin folk, they got a hand in
it. Yeah. But repetition is the father of learning. So one time for the people in the back who just joined in. So it says ethnic cleansing is a new term coined in the ruins of the former Yugoslavia, Anglo-Saxon area. However, it is not a new practice.
Angles
in
of
the
life.
Old Testament. In the Old Testament, the extermination of the Canaanites by the Israelites is nothing less than ethnic cleansing. There are numerous examples by several are the particular interests. The American genocide. Oh man, never heard of that. Y'all might want to go ahead and check that one out. The American or Amerindian genocide. Then you got the U.S. Civil War. Peep that out. It's deeper than what people
Hey,
think.
bro, when you
The
just say that, when you say that, the American genocide, it was with the pen.
exactly. You feel me? Exactly. Ethnic
Because they
cleansing.
couldn't beat us in war, bro. They couldn't beat us.
Mm-mm. And you know who
It
they
was
got
with
help
the
with?
pen. The pen is
Yeah,
mightier than the sword.
man. And then you
So,
know
and
who
then
they
when you
had help
learn them
with?
in school, they tell you, oh, that tribe went extinct. They went extinct.
Mm-hmm.
But they just
Big
didn't
money
record it.
horror. Big money horror. Celebrities are government AIs. Most definitely. Hollywood and the CIA are the same shit. Some of y'all favorite actors are the
They
feds.
are idols.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, they are idols,
Idols.
man.
American Idols, stars, like the words is right there. And, and the whole point of us being in punishment is worshiping false idols. Shout out to American Idol if y'all watch that. That's why Nick Cannon started talking that Israelite stuff and lost all his jobs. And now he don't speak on it no more. They done shut that boy up.
Right. He
But
started speaking about the truths of the Bible. He started talking about it. But he was going against the people who was funding him the money. Them the
yup.
synagogues of Satan. You talking about them. You exposing them. So guess what? We're gonna take your job.
Yup.
You about to lose your job.
And your money because that ain't even his money. All this stuff is a loan too. So them
Right.
folks
They
ain't rich
front it to
like
you.
people think. For real, them people ain't rich like you think they are. A lot of them is middle class citizens. But
Fronting.
that's it. Fake it till you make it. They mean that. But a few
But
more
that's part of the
examples.
experiment though.
Yup. But real quick,
That's
a few
that's
more
part of
the
the experiment.
ethnic.
I mean, go ahead.
Uh, a few more examples real quick of the ethnic cleansing is also the Tulsa riots of 1921. Pete Gang in the former Yugoslavia, and I wonder what happened in Yugoslavia. I bet something deep. And then you got and then it talk about the American genocide. So what is kind of known as the American genocide or the Amerindian or American Indian genocide, one of them is between World War One and World War Two. Unarmed Christians were systematically hunted down and exterminated by Muslims. Right.
And you know what? Something
Okay.
ain't adding up to me, bro.
What's up?
They say your history, like the brainwashing, say your history started in 1600s, right?
Right.
But you got the mud flood somewhere around the 1800s.
Mhm.
Some just ain't adding up. Like everything got buried. They were still slaves, and everybody got buried. Like, come on, make it make sense. Whose buildings are those, bro?
Mhm. Like
Somebody
real
used
talk
an
though.
energy weapon, and man, with the dams, somebody used an energy weapon, flooded us out. That's why you have these lands under the bottom of the rivers and the lakes. You heard about Lake Mead?
Yeah.
It's getting real low. It's dehydrating. They starting to expose all the barrels of the bodies at the bottom of the lake. Mysterious deaths. These are these Italian deaths.
Yeah.
When they get rid of you, put you in a barrel
Mm.
and cement and get rid of you, throw you in the bottom of a lake. So now
Swimming
some
with
of
the
their
fishes.
heinous crimes and acts are starting to pop about the lake. Somebody mentioned that earlier. I think it was named Raphael or something like that. He said we move in silence and move like Italians. They became more white because that John Gotti, he dead, right?
Yeah,
Where
he
all his
gone.
mafia men at? What did they become? Firemen? Irish became the police. Like, come on, make it make sense, bro. You know, they was all in the crime game. That was the crime world right there.
Yeah. Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they flipped the script on us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now they white. They get everything now. They're privileged. They get their privilege now. They get the jobs. Yep. You know what I'm saying? The patrol with I call them patrol boys. Like when they was in school. You a patrol boy. You get to help people walk across the street.
Man, that's crazy.
They flipped the script on us, bro. It's all a program. It's all psychological.
Yeah.
After they tamed us like a wild buck, which they called us bucks, they tamed us and they made us conform to their society.
Yeah.
Who's on top of the society? We're doing all the cotton work for this cotton money.
Man, we still picking cotton. You just going to work.
Exactly. It's a program, bro. This is a slave planet.
Yeah. It's most definitely looking like that. Like, I think that there's two dimensions to this planet for real when you think about it. Because one side, you got the planet when it was a utopia before all this. And then you got one side that's a lower vibration that makes it a slave planet. And I think that these folks somehow, with their technology, tapped into the frequency and changed the frequency of Earth and turned it to a slave planet.
This one I'm trying to explain from earlier. Somebody was talking about the Greys, bro. They was like, the Greys is the humans, but from the future, and they came back to correct something. And I'm like, all right, so we got an invasion about to pop off, but it ain't the Greys. It's supposedly the Most High finna catch them in this time realm, in this dimension, and end them once and for all. Somebody was talking about this. I was like, there's some weird shit going on. But I was like, what? We had already figured out who the Greys is. You know what I'm saying? They done figured out how to go back through time and change history. What if they've been doing this the whole time?
And it's funny you said that because all through history, what have we been saying from this whole time since last year? Where did white folks come from? These folks literally popped up out of history. Like before 1600s,
Jane Elliott tell you that. She said they weren't invented
until
the 1600s.
Yeah.
Jane Elliott said.
All this shit is more recent.
She told the truth.
Bro, that's why our brainwashing and amnesia is more recent than what people think. This is why our DNA still holding the memory and shit like that. Like it's more recent than what people think it is. Because Benjamin Franklin literally said it himself. And then when you put two and two together, when you was like, man, hey, these folks just popped up out of nowhere in the 1600s. Everybody before then had nationalities and they was germs, sweets, Italians, whoop, and what Benjamin Franklin said, they were all swarthy. The Anglos was the only.
So guess what? We already know who helped them get off that island. Who helped them get off that island? They who taught them? Who civilized them? Who bathed them? Who helped shape these wild, dusty ass, pissy bastards? Who helped them, bro?
I got you. Hold on. I got you. It says in the Old Testament, the extermination of the Canaanites by the Israelites was nothing less than ethnic cleansing. I wonder why we was ethnic cleansing them around the time Grays and shit was popping up on this motherfucking on our planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, because only people other than the Israelites who had the alchemy and all the technology knowledge was the Canaanites. And we already know that some of them flipped on us.
No. Don't even think about it like that. We got to remember, we the old world, bro.
Yeah.
We the old world. We made this Africa because our pyramids predate the ones that are in Egypt right now today. So therefore, the old world, the Garden of Eden, the Fountain of Youth, the Nile River, everything's supposed to be over here. So we have to think about it in that perspective that it came from here first and they migrated, went there. But, you know, they got to make up their own little genetic markers and got to make up their own little roots on how they took this current and that current.
Yo,
They not telling the full story, bro.
these truth is
Why we can't go on the
100%
Grand
correct.
Canyon?
He's 100% right, bro.
Why we can't
Yo,
go on the Grand
everything
Canyon?
was here. We are Shem. We are not Ham. So people are always trying to connect us to Ham, our younger brother. We're older than
Right.
them. So even if you look in the encyclopedia, it'll say that the oldest
Hey,
pyramids are step
Tigress.
pyramids. Most pyramids that are step are on this side of the world. So people got to wake the fuck up. We are older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
we
are the
older than
kings
them,
of this
bro.
earth, promised from the beginning.
Our women have the Eve gene, bro. They have the gene to make the dark and the white.
The
They keep trying
albino
to pin
gene.
us to Africa. I mean, kudos to Africa and what they did and stuff, but they don't got nothing on us. They even taken African artifacts from America and taken it to the Vatican, to London. Like, come on.
But Vatican has all our
How long are we
artwork
gonna
and
pretend?
all our Hebrew artifacts, all the Phoenician stuff. They have it all.
It's
They
in their
just hid
basement.
it. They uncovered certain mummies and left it there, and then they gated it off. Like they knew those mounds had mummies containing them, so they're like, "All right, we know what's in there, giants. We don't want to show nobody that."
Mhm.
They're gonna
And
start
that's
to
why
think
I
the
said
Bible
Facts, and they
real.
even eat mummies. Like, you know what's funny? Like, who would come out and then just start digging up your dead ancestors? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like, who
Pop,
does
you
that?
funny, bro.
Hey,
And then you're supposed to expect that these were the Egyptians and they were that color and they've lived through time this long and nothing, no war happened, no people changed, nothing. Oh, it's
man,
just
look,
insane, man.
it is, dog. It is.
Bro,
It is, man.
SA10 is working his magic on us, bro. He is wanting to be like the Most High, but he can't. Just think about it. The Most High made his seed. Okay, SA10 got mad. He was like, all right, I'm gonna mess up your creation by making my own seed, and I'm gonna make my seed mix with your seed. See, people ain't understanding how deep
They
this
didn't
damn
understand.
shit
It's
goes,
deep.
man. It's deep.
Mhm. It is.
And that's
It's
why
deep.
grandmas and them said, oh, don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. Don't do that. Don't do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I was in the DSEG program, so I went there early. So I got to mess with them a little bit earlier and then get to see how they think, how they move, how they act, what they eat, what they smell like. I figured that out early. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you come around a woman you like, you going to peep her. you going to check her out. you going to sniff on her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If she walk past, like, damn, she smell good as that thing, dog. What you wonder what she got on? Every time you
Yeah.
see her, like, she smiled at me, dog. She smiled at me. She smelled good. So it's
Mhm.
like when you learning people, bro. When you don't know somebody, you want to figure it out. You curious. That's a scientist
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah, because
You want to
like
figure
all
it
this
out.
rush to try to find out our heritage, I was like, wait a minute, let me see where they're from. And then I dug deep in the Bible and I
Exactly,
saw
Keith.
the
Exactly, Dave.
Horites.
And I'm gonna be real.
I said,
And
yep, we got to figure out y'all.
that curious thought popped in my head like probably like 5-6 years ago. Cause at first I was digging in our history tough. I was like, yeah, and then I was like, hold on, bro.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
reading
like, wait
stuff
a
that they
minute.
done already did, but ain't that one book about where y'all came from at.
Yeah, I'm
Let me
like,
start trying
what
to find
happened?
something real quick.
That's
And the
because
first
they
thing I
ain't
ran
did
across,
nothing. They ain't created nothing. They ain't built nothing.
They ain't do
They
nothing
just
yet.
stole everything, bro.
And they try to paint it over and they call it, what is it, the rebirth? The Renaissance, right? That's what it means,
No,
the
no,
yeah.
no.
rebirth?
They the Renaissance over the Dark Ages.
No. Dark Ages
Uh,
was before Renaissance. Renaissance is when it came out the
Dark Ages
caves.
is us. That's why they called it the Dark Ages.
Yeah, we
They
were
hate
we were ruling during the Dark Ages. After the Dark
got
Ages, it was
Voltron.
the Renaissance,
Reconstruction.
which when they came
Reconstruction.
out.
Reconstruction. That's what they called it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
funny thinking about this,
the
dog, as we
truth is
go
more
along with it.
legendary than what they tell us. I don't even know why they don't even want to admit it. At least admit it, you'll save yourself. You know, like it's just too insane, bro.
That's it.
They want us to
They don't
pretend that
want
they
to,
were
man. That's
kings
that pride.
forever.
That's
Like
Satan's pride, man.
it's not
They
going to
want to be the
work.
winner. They want to come out on top. They want to be the morning star. They want to be all of that, dog. Let them have it. Like, you know what's funny to me? I ain't gonna want to code my words when I talk on her. They said the black people should get it first. We think that the black people, they went out and got it before us, right? But they
Yeah.
don't know that they was trying to contaminate the Most High's gene with the serpent seed. They
Yep.
had to make sure we get it first. They already got it.
Mhm.
They born with it. But they had to contaminate us with it. That's just so when they come back, they'll look at everybody like, okay, ain't nobody out here natural no more. They don't have my gene no more. So I'm just going ahead and wreak fire on this motherfucker on everybody. It's right. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
They want to contaminate us that bad and knock us off at the same time.
And it makes sense because I always
if
ask
we
the
can't
question.
Have it, you can't have it either.
Yeah, and it makes sense because I always ask this question like, y'all hate us so much, but you won't segregate from us. I was like, why do y'all want to be around us so much, but you hate us though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why you gotta rap like us? Why you gotta sing our song? Why you gotta dance like us? We do rock and roll. We do rap. We do R&B. We do us. We just got our own peculiar style. That's what the book says. We're a peculiar people.
We're peculiar
That's us.
people.
We're Israel. We're his jewels. And everybody want to be like us. They follow and trend up behind us. But they hate us so much. And you can see why.
Yeah.
That's sectarian jealousy, bro. That's his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it's a lot of, and this is why when we say that all skin focus, your kin focus, because a lot of them got that seed, and you can tell by the jealousy that be in it.
Bro,
like I feel like when I run into a melanated brother or sister, and you have some type of envy or jealousy to me, and you don't even know me, you got that seed, bro. Like the signs is there with everything. You just gotta peep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you my brother and my sister,
you already know they got that seed.
Yeah, you shouldn't be jealous.
They got that seed. It's that percentage.